Stop trying to control your emotions while trading. I know how that sounds. Every trading psychology video, every mentor, every course tells you the same thing. Master your emotions, stay calm, control your feelings. It's basically the first rule of trading psychology. It's also advice that's almost impossible to follow in the moment, and there's a real reason for that. Once you understand it, you'll stop trying to do the impossible thing and start doing the thing that actually works. Here's the problem with control your emotions. By the time you feel fear or greed, your brain has already started reacting. The emotional response happens first, automatically, before the conscious, rational part of your brain even catches up. You are not calmly choosing to feel fear and then overriding it through willpower. The fear is already running the show for a few seconds before logic gets a vote. So telling a trader in the middle of a losing trade to just control your emotions is a bit like telling someone to not feel startled by a loud noise. The feeling isn't the part you can control. What you can control is what happens next. There's a difference between emotional control and behavioral control, and almost every piece of generic trading psychology advice mixes the two up. Emotional control means not feeling fear or greed in the first place. That's not realistic, and chasing it just adds a second problem. Now you're anxious about being anxious. Behavioral control means the feeling can show up, and it doesn't get to make the decision. That's realistic, that's learnable, and it's built entirely before the emotional moment happens, not during it. The single biggest behavioral control tool is a stop loss that's already decided before you're in the trade. Not a rough idea of one, an exact price, set the moment you open the position. Here's why this matters. The version of you setting that stop loss, calm, before any money is on the line, makes a better decision than the version of you 3 minutes into a losing trade, feeling that first jolt of fear. A preset stop loss isn't a suggestion you reconsider when it feels uncomfortable. Reconsidering it is the emotional hijack you're trying to avoid, just wearing a disguise that looks like a good idea in the moment. The second system is position size, calculated before you're emotionally invested in the outcome. If you're deciding how much to risk while you're excited about a setup, greed is already influencing the number. Calculate it earlier, as a rule as a percentage of your account, decided on a day when no specific trade is on the table. Then the number is just math you already did, not a feeling you're negotiating with in real time. The third system is the smallest and the most overlooked. 3 questions, answered before you open the trade ticket. What's your reason? What's your size? Where's your stop? If you can't answer all 3 calmly, before any emotion is involved, you're not ready to click anything. And that decision was made by the calm version of you, not the version currently feeling something about a moving chart. Notice what all 3 systems have in common. None of them require you to feel differently in the moment. They just remove the moment's ability to decide anything. This is what discipline actually is, day to day. It's not a permanently calm mind. Nobody has that. It's a trader who still feels the fear, still feels the pull of greed, and has already made it structurally difficult for that feeling to change the outcome. The goal was never to stop feeling anything about your money. The goal is to build a system good enough that it doesn't matter what you're feeling when the moment arrives. Let's lock this in. You can't control the emotion. It fires before conscious thought does. Emotional control is the wrong goal. Behavioral control is the real one. A preset stop loss removes the mid-trade decision entirely. Position size decided in advance removes greed from the number. A 3-question checklist stops you before emotion gets a vote. Discipline isn't feeling calm, it's a system that doesn't need you to be. So stop trying to control your emotions while trading. Build the systems that make it not matter, and let the calm version of you, the one who isn't in a trade right now, make every decision that counts. If this actually changed how you think about trading psychology, hit like. It helps this channel reach more people stuck on the same control your emotions advice that doesn't actually work. And drop a comment below. Which of these 3 systems are you missing right now? I'll read everyone. See you in the next video.